Hey, it's BrickTsar. We're going to look at a Lego education set. It's set 45110, 200 pieces, ages 6 and up. It's the Build to Express from Lego Education, and this would be the student's copy. The teacher would have a manual, and it would have different lessons that you could go through and use your Build to Express for different subjects such as social studies and science. And you build models and you discuss them. And I'm going to go through what's in the set, the pieces. There is no BrickLink inventory, so I took some pictures of the pieces in case one of them rolled off the table. And then after I do this video, I'm going to try to see if I can't upload an inventory of these 200 pieces to BrickLink so people will know what's in the set. And so some of the pictures or videos here will be of me showing you what's in the set, and then I'll go through one of the lesson plans and do a rather poor job of completing it. So there it is. Alright, here's what this sealed box looks like. It comes with a wrapper around it, and then I'll take it off, and the blue container with the lid, that will need to be part of the inventory, I believe, on BrickLink. I'll have to look up if that's got a part number. So let's take this thing apart. So each student would have their own little storage container like this to keep all their parts inside it. Alright, here's one of the poly bags. Here's a smaller poly bag. There's a piece not in a poly bag. A bigger poly bag. And another bigger poly bag. So there's 4 poly bags, one loose part, and the base plate, which is a 16 by 32 dark bluish gray base plate. And here's the smallest poly bag, parts that are in it, and I just got them laid out here so you can see. And I'm going to eventually try to do this inventory where I can upload it to BrickLink. And here is the next largest poly bag, or the second to the smallest, I should say. The parts that are in it, and when I laid these out, I didn't realize that one of the pieces got left in the bag, which was this helmet. So there's the helmet. Here's the third poly bag, the second biggest. All the parts, got a lot of bricks. That's your minifigure parts. You don't get enough to make more than 3 minifigures with this. And then you get the base plate, and there's the little castle wall piece, or whatever that's called. And then this is the contents of the largest bag. I think that's a net that's in that in the white thing there, that thing. Alright, and this is a printout I got from Lego Education website. They only give you 2 sample lessons, one for 1st grade and one for like 6th or 7th grade. And it's kind of like a 4-step process for each of them that you go through. I think the ones I have here are social studies, and so that's the ones that I'm going to do. Okay, here's an example of one of the assignments. This is social studies, democracy. It's for age 12, grade 7, and they give you some scenarios to build to express yourself. For instance, one is build a model that represents what you believe democracy means. And they give you 3 minutes to build it. And this took me like 20 minutes. I probably would have failed 7th grade. It says, when the building time is up, take turns telling each other about what you have built and keep your own model on your building plate. So you got to build it on the building plate. And so what I built is 2 settings here. One is waiting in line at the DMV. That's when government does things. And the other one is Arthur Blank at Home Depot, teaching them how to sell more things at a lower price, smaller profit margin, but making more profit by doing quantity. And that's what the free market gives you in a democracy. So waiting in line at the DMV, Arthur Blank, and I don't have Bernie Marcus, but starting Home Depot. All right, the second thing is remember this. Again, on the democracy, it says build a model that represents an example of how democracy affects your daily life. Your model must help you to share your experience of democracy with the others. Well, being that we do have free market in a democracy, freedom to choose what we want to buy, I'm able to go to Home Depot and ask Arthur Blank for a 2x4. All right, step number 3 is imagine. It says, imagine living in the perfect democratic society. Build a model that explains what you believe makes it so perfect. Be sure to include the role of the individual in this perfect democratic society. Well, first of all, that's an oxymoron because you cannot have a perfect democratic society, even if humans were perfect. But most likely it would be if everybody is not stupid. So we've got 3 people here who are not stupid, and they have this bridge they need to finish, and they will be able to do it if it was a perfect democratic society, because they wouldn't be wasting money having government workers do it. So that's what would happen. The bridge would be finished in a relatively short amount of time. And number 4 is conclude. It says, look at the models on the building plates. Think about everything that has been shared. Build a model that summarizes what democracy and what it means to people living in a democratic society. So basically, I was too lazy to change anything. So that's kind of about what it is. People end up getting lazy. But here, Arthur Blank. I don't know why I keep mentioning Arthur Blank. I guess because he started Home Depot. But he's in charge, and he's going to give everybody a good job. And everybody's going to work hard, and they're not going to be lazy, and they're not going to expect a handout from everybody else. That's what I expect. But it's never going to happen, so we're not going to worry about it. And I just failed 7th grade. Alright, take everything I said with a grain of salt. I was doing this in jest. But that is the set 45110 and one of the sample lessons from the Lego Education website. This is a really neat set. You get a lot of neat little elements in it. I don't know the part out value, what it would be, so I will do an inventory hopefully in the next few weeks and have it uploaded to BrickLink, so all of you will be able to see if this is something you might want to purchase from Lego Education, and maybe even help your kids if you homeschool or something like that. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is BrickTsar.